is it just another up and down in crypto?
It's probably more the latter, but look, sentiment, the technicals look great. I mean, 80% drawdown in price happens, 3-4 times before? Every time that's happened, record highs. So as soon as you get the price going back up, animal instincts come back. But the difference between this increase in price versus the bubble in 17 is the infrastructure is much different. You have custodians now, you have trading software, you have compliance software. People were educated about the asset class, so this time is different.
That's interesting because it seems like part of the sell-off that we had to do with maybe perceptions of trust or mistrust with regards to just the entire space.
The ICOs in particular. Right.
Exactly. So you think that has sort of been, if not resolved, at least sort of addressed to some degree?
Well, I think 2018 it was the unwind of the ICO market. So you had all of the demand for ICOs went away, and then the projects that raised all the Bitcoin were trying to stay in business and were selling the Bitcoin. So yeah, I mean, look, the sentiment has been fantastic. We just launched a big advertising campaign actually just before the price started going up. So our campaign would have actually had an impact.
I think we can show it. We've got some pictures of the campaign. The campaign's all really based upon, Barry, trying to get people to start seeing digital gold as gold and getting gold bugs into digital gold. What do you think is the number one thing you need to break in terms of viewpoints?
So the ad is really designed to be provocative and start a conversation.
It's very entertaining.
Yes, yes.
I love trolling, and I'm a connoisseur of it. And anything that provokes gold bugs this way. Like, how many angry tweets did you get from like gold people?
So this has already gotten over 1 million views, and it's actually just starting today, appearing on TV. So the commercials just started being broadcast today. Look, I think what's important is to start the conversation and to highlight number one. There's a generational shift that's happening in the way that investors think about gold. So younger generation, I grew up, I was born after the gold standard, didn't grow up during a period of war where you had to be able to store your money via something like gold. Younger generation, money is digital. Anybody who has a phone can now access this new asset class. And so you have what is approximate $68 trillion of wealth being handed down from boomers to X's and Y's and millennials over the next 25 years. That's not going to stay in gold. It's not going to all go into Bitcoin, but whatever is in gold is certainly going to diversify into something else.
So, as someone who actually does collect gold and has done since he was a kid, I can open up my safe and I can see my gold. The concern.
Why that doesn't surprise me.
No.
It doesn't. There's a lot you're going to learn about me.
Don't tell everyone your address, or they're coming knocking.
Exactly. But I mean, there was sort of the physical nature of it. At least for people of a certain generation, it does provide a little bit of comfort, whether it's a great store of value or not. That's definitely the big.
Well, yeah, and look, I think where gold has history and cultural significance, it lacks in utility. It lacks in usefulness. Bitcoin as a financial rail, as a way to move money around the world, as a financial system, has the potential to be incredibly valued from an intrinsic perspective. Gold is, look, it's used in jewelry, its use in electronics is down like 30% over the past 9 years. So while smartphone sales are going up and sales are going up, its use and its only real utility is actually going down. In fact, the more expensive gold gets, the less useful it is because they substitute it out for something else. So it's central banks buying. So basically, if you're buying gold, you're betting on the central banks, which is weird because gold bugs think that central bankers are idiots and don't know monetary fiscal policy. So there's a real disconnect between, okay, I'm going to bet on the bankers doing the right thing, yet they're the ones who are buying gold right now.
Let's go back to the change in infrastructure from 2017. There's more software, more custodial platforms so that institutional investors can actually get into the space. What do you see on the ground? Can you give any sort of numbers or sort of hard data to back this up, or beyond just the stories of they're finally into it?
So Grayscale Investments, which is the manager of the Bitcoin Trust, which trades publicly, symbol GBTC, in the first quarter of this year, over 70% of the money that came in was from institutional investors. And what's interesting is over 90% of it went into just our Bitcoin fund. We have 10 funds. So where the demand is coming from, it's institutions now, and it's right now just Bitcoin.
Had it been retail?
Well, we saw a broadening from individuals and family offices into the hedge funds in Q1.
And I want to get you to say, because when we introduced you, we said you've got more than 145 cryptos in whatever way that might be.
Companies,
companies,
yes.
companies, cryptos, which some of them are based on new protocols and potentially, I don't know, 100 of them are not Bitcoin being the be-all and end-all when it comes to cryptocurrencies. Where do you see the ecosystem when Bitcoin seems to be the out-and-out winner? Will it become one? Can there be a sea of many?
I think that there's going to be winners in particular use cases. So I think for gold, digital gold will be Bitcoin. I think privacy will be a very big use case, and so there's digital currencies we like Zcash and Horizon for privacy. There'll be smart contracts. We like something called Ethereum Classic for smart contracts. But I don't think that there's going to be hundreds of winners. There's going to be a handful of winners.
I want to go back to that. You said most of the money, a lot of the money is going to the Bitcoin fund. You said you have 10. I just looked them up. I've never heard of. Well, I mean, I've heard like the Stellar Lumens Trust, the XRP Trust. What's the Horizon Trust? Is that a coin?
That's a privacy coin.
Okay, so do you think that the proliferation of all these coin products, and you were talking about ICOs in 2017, helped contribute to the collapse of the bubble? It's like, here's just so much supply coming onto the market, and it just got swamped. And do you think that all your products contributed to that?
Well, look, I think there's thousands of cryptocurrencies out there, and our products, 9 of them are basically in the top 15, and then our 10th product is a large cap fund that allows you to invest across basically the top 5 cryptocurrencies. So look, I think the ICO boom it brought a lot of capital to the space, brought a lot of attention. I think that there was probably some negative consequences of it. But look, this is an incredibly exciting industry that's innovating and experimenting and trying different things. And ultimately what I think kind of came out of the ICO market, I think is more discipline and certainly more infrastructure.
And what so many people were also hanging their hat on and hoping for was an ETF with exposure or some sort of index they could get in on. But regulators have pushed this back. How much do you think that, yes, institutions are getting in, whether or not regulators give this the thumbs up eventually or not?
Well, Grayscale is actually the beneficiary with the only publicly quoted Bitcoin fund out there. It's been trading over $100 million a day for the past week, and its assets under management have grown to over $1.5 billion. So I do think that the regulators have publicly said eventually we do think that there will be approved ETFs, and we certainly expect that the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust will be the first one or one of the first ones that gets approved.
Fuck yeah, dude. Some good shit.
Are so aggressive. It is well known in the community just how brutal this map is for the zombie behavior, as they're so much quicker than other maps, as well as smarter. They can attack you through barriers, and they sprint so damn quick. So the difficulty bar is super high, and it still is because the game's so hard to play. But following up for DLC 1 is Shi No Numa. This map is historic in its own right for introducing many elements we see in zombies today, such as special rounds of Hellhounds, our crew of characters it introduced for the very first time. We have a light now to see where the mystery box has moved to, and the Wanderwafer DG2. It's an extremely unique map and very fun to play, particularly on World at War because of the only 24 zombies around, but the high rounds on this are very easy easy, but also fun. Boy oh boy, the behemoth of all DLC maps dropped, Der Riese. Do I even need to talk about how historic this map is? It's outright the favorite map out of the whole World at War list, and brought the absolute fundamentals of what we know today, such as teleporters, pack-a-punch machine, and a huge emphasis on the storyline that we didn't know up till now. Whilst it might not look so great compared to the remasters we've seen, it still plays really, really well. This video wasn't boring old gameplay of all these maps, oh no, as Der Riese has some surprises for us. Get ready. Alright, we're here on Der Riese, and you see on the top left, that's not what I remembered when I played Der Riese many moons ago. I'm joined with my friend Codename Pizza.
What up?
Because we're doing some game mode stuff with this. We have the menu here, so there's an option called game types. So we have hide and seek, sharpshooter, roll the dice, zombies pro in and out, 3.5, freeze tag, all the weapons, and forge lobby. Should we do hide and seek?
Let's play hide and seek.
Me or you can be a seeker, so I'll be the seeker. Whoa! Whoa! So I'm the seeker, right? I have like 15 seconds while you hide somewhere around the map. So you told me what you are.
No, I don't change.
Okay, so don't tell me what you are, but what you could choose to be. There's something about a ray gun that I just saw there, right?
I could be so many things, mate.
Oh my god. Prop hunt zombies, Treyarch, this needs to be a thing. Oh, I'm gonna be released in 30 seconds, so you've got another 30 seconds to like hide and do whatever. Alright, Zero. I have 10 minutes to find everyone. Hope you. Yeah, and I've got a ray gun as well. So if I've seen you, I just shoot you.
Yeah.
Oh man, I like how it's got the music playing as well.
So good.
Have I gone past you yet?
No.
Okay. Like the whole map's open. There's no zombies spawning. This is so wild.
This is so good, mate.
Have I gone past you yet?
No.
Okay. I don't know if you're lying.
I think you're on the wrong side of the map.
Alright, okay. I can feel like I'm getting closer.
I don't know.
Thing looks out the ordinary so far.
Secret's nearby.
Oh my god, are you for real, dude? Oh my god. Alright, I have to have a go
I said I'm
hiding.
mate.
Oh my god. You're the seeker. Here we go. Yo, this is insane. Okay, I want to change my prop. How do I change it? Oh, okay.
I'll tell you what, you've got 16 seconds. I'll take my headphones off so I can't hear you. You can speak to the chat about what you're picking.
Okay, go right ahead. So look at this. Oh my god. I'm going to try and do something pretty difficult. Yo, should we be a teleport? Yo, guys, let's 500 IQ. Oh no, I can't change my prop anymore. No. Okay, I've got to find somewhere quick to hide. I need to blend in. Okay. Okay, I'm going to just rotate a little bit.
Hey, 5 seconds.
Okay, this looks naughty. The fact you can go in first person as well is so cool. Seeker is very far away. I had such a good idea on what to be, but I didn't realize it locked you in on your prop.
Yeah, it does. You can't move. It's not like a normal prop.
Yeah. Oh my god. It says you're
Oh, is
very
that-
far away, but you're really not.
What can you see?
Maybe.
Oh, you can see it.
What?
I've never noticed this. I don't know that's you. I've never noticed that.
I don't know what you're staring at. I'll just put it that way.
Hey, honestly, I'm so confused.
You were just looking around. Oh, that was so funny. You were so close to me for so long. All right, let's try a different game mode now. Let's try sharpshooter maybe. Start the game. All right, I've got the flamethrower. What have you got? Oh my god. So, welcome to Sharpshooter. Weapons recycle every 45 seconds. You recycle through all the weapons who have the most kills at the end wins.
Oh, it starts around 50.
Oh my god. Jeez. Should we stay in the spawn room as well? Just to
think
make
that
it
should be the
make it even more tense? Okay, what gun am I gonna get? Oh, I've got the Wonder Waffle.
Me too.
Yo, let's go. Yeah?
You're a one hit now.
So are you. There we go. Oh, this is so good. Why isn't this in normal zombies? I'd love this. Oh god, I just hurt myself. Oh, let's go, I won! And I got the Longinus! Who remembers this gun? Oh, I turned myself too! I still win that. Alright, next game mode, let's go. Next game, roll the dice. Let's do it. Roll the dice. Made by Xmonster Monster. Shout out to you, man. You will get a random roll every 30 seconds. Each roll will give you a blessing or curse. Good luck. Your first random roll is unlimited ammo. Wow, okay. Okay. I mean, like, which one's better, to be honest? Yeah, but look at your points. That's what I'm talking about right here. Yeah, I guess so. I reckon this one could go the distance, you know? Oh my god. It's all basing on what it means by curse. Here we go. I got double jump. What the hell? I got double jump. Whoa. So what have you got? Oh my, I'm gonna just let you kill a zombie. You'll have one zombie and see if you can hit it. Surely my luck can't stay this good forever. What's it gonna be? Oh, I got God mode!
Mate, I'm
Trump
spinning.
mode.
What is that, mate? Am I going upside down for you?
No, you just look like you're walking backwards. Alright. Here we go. No, you're not. No, you're not. Fire Thompson, please. Okay, I have fatty problems. What? I move like a slug. I'm so slow. What have you got? Oh my god. Like, genuinely, I'm gonna go down. I'm about to go down. Help! No! What? I can move. I needed a gun. Oh, I got Trump mode. Oh my god. Alright, let's try this again. This is too funny. I'm on fire. What?
I've got a left-handed gun.
Can you see me on fire? I mean, I'm not getting hurt by it, so I can't be too mad. What the hell? Okay, I have default weapon. I think you can run really fast. You've seen default weapon before, right? Yeah, I got my hands out. Yeah. I'm not. It's like a one shot on any round, I'm pretty sure. I'll keep this, please. Thank you. Oh, I'm upside down now.
I've got God mode.
Oh my god, please help me. Help me. Help me. Help me. I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna go down.
So tough.
Oh my god, you got God mode, so you can just revive me. What am I now? Fatty problems. I can't even move. I can't even move. You can't crawl on World at War. Oh my lord.
I'm in jump mode.
And that's it. That's it. Next game mode. Zombies Pro?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Whoa. Whoa, what the hell?
This is mad.
Yo, if you got a carbine like me, so you think you're good at zombies, we'll see about that.
Back punch, round
15, you've also got a pistol as well. Yo, I just got an STG. Yo! So let's see what these zombies like. This is like the pro mod. Yo, the zombies' health? Are you crazy, bro? Look at the health on these zombies. They are so strong.
It's level 15, that's why.
Yeah, but even with a packed gun, then it's still not great.
Oh, I'm already down. This is
That
mad.
was quick. That was quick.
I'm done. It's up.
Oh, I can open some doors. I'm opening up the doors. So I think you've secretly got some points. Wow, max ammo, I'll take that. Wow, I can't believe how, like, dark the map is. Oh, I'm dead too! What?
We're not zombie bros, then. We're not
No,
zombie bros.
clearly! Next game mode, in and out V3.5. Whoa. So, I have the DG3. In this lobby, you will unlock everything. You also get to pick a precision rank. What?
This is World War 2019, ladies and gentlemen.
Whoa, what the hell? We're getting all the trophies! Like, whoa!
1 million points.
Yo, we don't condone doing this part, ladies and gentlemen. Earn your trophies.
No, it's not the one who got everything.
Oh my god, every gun in the game. So I think this is why it says like the mode's called in and out, because like you go in the game, you get this, and then you're out. Trophies unlocked. Attachments? Excuse me? What? I don't know if I want to go any further with this. It's just kidding. All attachment. Unlocking challenges. Oh my god. We're elite hackers, guys. Don't tell Treyarch. You are now done. Go online and get a kill for everything to stick. And thank you for choosing Mr. Dalek JD's modded lobby. No! You weren't supposed to see that. Threes tag. Game type. What is it? We'll find out. Oh, so it's a seeker. Okay, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh. Okay, so Codename Pizza is now it. Run away from him. So I have no guns. I have nothing. I've just got to run away from you. I don't know where you are, but you're a zombie. You just got to run and find me. It's like a game of tag. Imagine if this was like 12, 16 players.
So good.
It's so cool. Alright, where are you? Oh, I've got a zip line? What the hell? Oh, I've got a zip line!
I just saw that. Was mad. Where was that?
Whoa!
Oh, I see you. I'm running. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm
No,
gonna get you.
no, you're not. Not today, Jose.
Ah!
Oh, I'm it now.
Oh,
It's
no,
now it. Run away. Behind you.
Oh, no.
Yay, there you go. You're stuck in place by teddy bears. What the hell? And on that note, I think we're going to end the video here. If you guys enjoyed looking